This is take 50 of trying to explain this as fast as I can. Alchemistarea, object show community creator, creates children's object shows that were kind of semi-viral. I was his best friend from age 13 to like age 16 or 17. We got into a feud. I eventually launched allegations that were other people's against him in an exaggerated kind of smear campaign kind of thing, and he became a literal object show community lolcow. I wrote an Encyclopedia Dramatical article on him, which was the article of the month, among many other crazy things, unfortunate things we won't get into. And the thing that was most, ridiculed about Alchemistarea was his hiccup fetish, because he had, kind of an animated James thing going on where he had these gross fetishes. Animator, it's just a really bad look. So anyways, now that I got that out of the way, Alchemistarea actually did an interview recent. I don't know why. I don't know why now, of all times, he's, got to be going on 25 years old now. And pretty much nothing has changed. It's not that great of an interview. I thought it was pretty awkward and long. Not anything on Rex's part. Rex the Dark Hunter was probably the most entertaining part of it. But Alchemistarea himself is just not it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe we're here right now, but welcome the official Alchemistarea interview. I cannot believe I'm uttering those words right now. Area, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, no, we can hear.
He has the literal exact same profile picture, voice, and seemingly attitude as he did 10 years ago when he was 14 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm sure you guys already know who this is. At this point, you clicked on the video and you probably saw the thumbnail. But former object show content creator, Alchemistarea, is here for an interview, which is, I would say, pretty rare nowadays. So we'll just get into the first question. First question is, what's your take on Israel-Palestine? No, I'm just kidding. That was not the first question. I'm just joking.
Okay.
He keeps trying to pass this video off as being neutral. Rex does. He's like, this is a neutral video, unbiased. And he's like, ha 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 ha, buddy old chum, Israel-Palestine.
How have you been, and what have you been up to these years? That's like the first real question.
I've been all right. I got a job.
Well, holy shit, he's doing better than me. But Rex, I'm really curious to see how you're going to exonerate this guy in an hour. This guy, literally, if he could, would fill an oxygen tank machine with hiccup gas and literally just breathe that in all day if he could.
And like trade jobs, it was like the weirdest thing. It's like you're gonna go to some crappy community college or a trade school or whatever, but I'm looking back on it in the year 2025, I'm like, doing a trade is actually probably the best thing you can do now. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
What the hell is this video? I'm not interested in this conversation. I want to hear what the animator who liked My Little Pony and object shows in his teenage years, who fucking is known for hiccup fetish stuff, I want to see that guy speak his mind on, the drama. Because I am positive underneath that veneer of happiness, there is a lot more going on up there.
Would you care to elaborate what specifically you were studying before you lost your passion for it and decided to get a job doing retail instead, or no?
I'd rather not, but it was in the medical field.
Oh god, he's becoming a doctor? Literally locked down every medical institution there ever was. Holy fucking shit. Oh man, this interview sucks. This is so boring. We need to skip ahead.
I mean, obviously, the elephant in the room is that we are going to get into, questions about, obviously the, past controversy, but, we don't have...
Ha ha ha, that controversy that I'm trying to kind of somewhat exonerate myself with in this interview was so funny! Hey Rex, real interview tip. Please do not make interviews where you just drone on and on and on without a topic in mind that is relatable to the video subject. You never want to make a video where you're like, all right, this is about we're going to try to see what's up with this psychopath. And then you're like, well, why don't we talk about sports for an hour? It's just boring.
You mentioned in that comment that you're in a new relationship. Just to be curious, how, that's been going. Obviously, you can answer it however you want, hide as much as you want, or you don't have to answer it at all. So, how's your relationship been going?
That is the absolute worst question you can ask him in this context. I know Area is not even close to being an actual pedophile, but, it's like if Jared Fogle got a prison interview, and the interviewer was like, hey, Jared, fuck any bitches lately?
Cases, there was, I think the object show community is kind of like this as well, but I don't even know if that has anything to do with politics. It's more just, a lot of children are in those spaces, and I'm not even kidding.
It is a lot of children.
What the hell is this? Incriminate Alchemistarea, the show?
I didn't have full
Yeah.
access to the channel. It was both me and Cracked Rack, and I can say Cracked Rack publicly because he was publicly involved, and he makes it known that he was publicly involved. So I don't feel obligated to.
Hey, don't say that word! Jesus Christ, there's children here. Oh, wait, there's children here. Max, go away!
Myself, who I am, trying to heal from all of this, focusing on school a lot.
Area, you stop focusing on schools right this second. We talked about this. We talked about this, you silly little bitch.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I know how that feels. Like, I think after I know I keep bringing my story into this, but I can just relate so heavily now
No
because
worries.
I think I went through like a similar like cancellation.
No, you didn't. You were never a children's animator who started sexting other members of the children's community. Even if you were the same age, you still never did that. You never had an article that thousands of people saw written about how you like to sniff little girls' shoes.
You know, be called out for it on some level, but I feel like a lot of, obviously, and I am going to, again, name drop this person. I think
Sure.
you and had kind of different intentions.
Oh yeah, no, I tried to ruin you back then. I won't even deny it. But I will say this. It had more to do with me than it did with you, okay? Hope that makes you feel better.
Were involved.
Mhm.
But no, I feel like if you're being parasocial in like a non-pedophilic way, in like even in a non-pedophilic way, in like a, I guess what you could call a kid's space or what's supposed to be a kid-friendly space, then I guess I can understand like being taken.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but it sounds about like something Alchemistarea would say.
Anything you want to say, like just ever.
I think I have to just keep reiterating stuff from the comment that I wrote down initially.
Yeah.
Like there was only one instance of me ever recording, you know, someone's hiccups non-consensually.
Yeah.
That was just the thing that happened.
Sure. Yeah.
One
Guys, I only asked for a hand job in the children's community once.
time, and I also don't remember sending like pictures of myself to anyone more than a year younger than I was. But again, I don't want to like get into
Sure.
that
Yeah.
because of
Okay, I don't mean to sound like a prude. I've definitely sent naked pictures of myself, but let's be real for a second. If you're 14, 15 years old and you send nudes to a 13, 14-year-old, that's still production of you know what. And if it's a 13-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl in the community, the 13-year-old girl is going to be a little softy Mickey Mouse. So to just take advantage of Mickey Mouse is just nasty.
talking about.
I think some of the allegations included when you were like 14 as well, which is like again, that's very like I don't care about that as much, to be honest with you, and I don't think anyone should, because like who's the like what 13 or 14-year-old's gonna know any better? Genuinely.
I've known a lot of 13 and 14-year-olds in my life, including when I was 14, and not a single one of them agreed that pedophilia was cool. Even though you're not a pedophile, I would say most 14-year-olds also know not to send nudes with the other children. And, you know, I'm not even one to call out inappropriateness, but at the same time, it was just the fact it was in the object show community. It's like if I went into the Teletubbies community, started mingling with the moderators, and then, like, you know, hung out with some 18, 17-year-old chicks on Discord regarding Teletubbies. Would that make you comfortable? Probably not. That is why people have a problem with Area. There's a couple of reasons people have a problem with Area. I have a problem with Area because Area was just a douchebag as a friend. He was constantly betraying me and others, going behind our backs, doing shady things, cutting contact randomly, coming back, just being an unreliable douchebag. So that's why I didn't like him. The allegations were just a cherry on top, not necessarily to condemn you or him, or if he's watching this, I don't know. It was not necessarily to condemn you. It was because I was trying to make a point about what a loser I thought you were or whatever. So you already had the children's animator element, which I don't feel like he's self-aware about. That was a lot of the loser element. Because let's be real, if you're 20-something years old, or if you're even 15, 16 and a boy, and you're making little kids animations like this, people are going to look at you weird. That's just how it's always been. In Aria's case, he has that going for him, plus all of the credible allegations that have come out against him. Now, I've had allegations come out against me. It's not unheard of in the YouTube world. However, the allegations against me are from a couple people, and there's a specific reason why they did it. In your case, Area, It's like dozens and dozens of people that are all saying the exact same thing. I don't think I have met a single person in your lineup, in your life, and I've known a lot of those people that liked you or had anything positive to say.
Yeah, the allegations are true. I did date a lot of people when I was like 14 and then just not stay with them for.
I mean,
That is not the allegation. You know that is not the allegation. The allegation is that you recorded hiccup fetish sex with a fellow young person who happened to be a little girl. And it's just creepy on its own. Like, okay, let's imagine we're on the set of iCarly and all the actors are like 15 in the show or whatever. Suddenly, Nathan Kress starts making sexual advances towards Miranda Cosgrove and they start exchanging nudes. And Miranda Cosgrove feels kind of manipulated and gross. Well, wouldn't you think Nathan Kress was kind of a fucking creep even if he did this when he was like a little kid? I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. And I know it's rich coming from me.
Yeah, but no. Besides that, I think that's about all I have to say about everything. If anyone really wants to like know my whole personal take on everything that on everything that happened, like I would say trust the comment that I initially made on Iconismus's first video about this topic.
Yeah.
It's pinned on there. Alchemistarea, the Lolcow, I helped to cancel the first comment on that.
So I checked out the comment he's talking about. I'm not even going to show it. And it's just bullshit. It's just deflection. It's just Area trying to push away all the allegations, act like everything is perfectly normal, and expect us to be stupid enough to believe it. And I don't even care enough to go through it all the way, but pretty much, basically, he's just like, was I a pedophile? No. Could I have been? Maybe. Was I doing naughty stuff? Yes. It's exactly what I would have imagined you would say back before you said this. I would have just imagined, like, if Area made a response, this is what he would say. And yeah, that's exactly what you did. All right, we got to wrap this up.
I've been, like, if I say, oh, I have been so offended about being called a lolcow, then...
Good! I'm glad you're offended at being called a lolcow, bitch!
I am not going to come back to, Area or Sohal Thirst in any capacity.
Area, just come back to YouTube. No one gives a shit what you did 10 years ago. Yeah, you might get 20 comments a day saying, haha, hiccup, bitch. You can do whatever the hell you want. And if you came back, I think you could actually probably get some good views. As messed up as it sounds, you might actually be more popular now than you were before. So, frankly, I think it's a waste to just leave. I think you could come back. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything's changed about you at all. You look, sound, and act exactly as you did the last time I talked to you when we were 16 years old. This interview is not good. I watched the entire, I think it was an hour and a half, and it was bad. It was one of the worst interviews I've ever seen. It's not Rex's fault. Rex didn't do anything wrong necessarily, other than really, he just didn't really ask that great of questions, but mostly Area just seemed so scripted, and it just seems like he's really trying to project this image of everything's fine and everything's innocent and good, and is trying to act like he has all this self-awareness, but I don't think it's even real. I think Maxwell Hall isn't a pedo or a predator, but he's certainly annoying, and he's certainly an asshole, and that's coming from me. So anyway, that's all for today. See ya.